Welcome to Investor XP. This is the news show that covers investing for gamers. Our message? We want gamers to become investors and secure their future. We believe that gamers like yourselves have strong, intelligent communities that allow the cultivation of ideas, and that gives you a distinct edge in the stock market. This show, we discuss investment ideas focused around gaming, entertainment, and technology. I'm not a professional analyst, but I am retired under the age of 40 because of investing, and I want to help you build a better financial future. You can track my stock picks from the show on our website, investorxp.com. You can also see exactly what I'm investing in at kidbrokers.com. I'm building my kids' college fund with the very stocks we discuss on this show. It is Tuesday, July 11th. We've got a great show for you coming up today. We're going to be talking about long shot, high risk investments. We got a few of those to go over today. Today I made a stock purchase for the month for the kids portfolio. We'll talk about that. And we're going to talk a little bit about Wild West Online. It's a new game that's coming out. So look for all of those to be recap videos posted today on YouTube, and that's what we got coming up for people who are live. So let's go ahead and jump right in and get started here. We wanted to talk about long shot investments, ask people to send me in some stocks that they thought, penny stocks, anything out there that could be potential big gainers in the long term. So I found a solar power stock, electric company out there to take a look at. Not as good as some of the other ones that I've got to look at today, but we'll take a look at this in any case to show you what we got. Let me pull up the stats here on Yahoo so we can take a look at it a little bit closer. It's called Vivint Solar, small caps company, more like micro cap, 600 million. Statistically, not a big one. Now it's 52-week change. It's up 104%, so may have missed a big pop opportunity on this guy. Forward earnings is negative, not making so much money. I believe you're looking at their P&L, they lose some good amount of money. Balance sheet, 100 million in cash, 800 million in debt. Company could very well be in trouble. So I'll put a link to the website and their investor relations and everything there. Looking at something like this solar power, if you can get a small company that actually delivers on what they're doing, certainly solar is the future if you can find the right company, and all of them are trying to make the panels as seamless as possible. Now, what I don't like about the company is when I was looking at their investor relations and I pulled up one of their last reports here, they have several ways of reporting because they lease some of the panels, they sell some of the panels outright, they let you rent the panels. So it gets very convoluted when they start talking about, what they're doing. Now, they show growth, but like I said, it's convoluted because of the way that they rent, lease, and do everything else with their panels. So bottom line with them is I don't like them as a long-term investment, and I don't like them as a big long-shot investment. I don't think they'll be around because of their debt that they have now. As a potential day trade, maybe. Like I said, they've gone up quite a bit in the last year. So probably well past any kind of pop you would get on them. they don't have a lot of peaks and valleys for the day trader. I mean, there's some in there, but it's not. It's a little bit high price of a stock to do some penny day trading on it. So overall, looked at it, not really something I would recommend for the slam dunk long shot, alley oop stock to make a fortune off of. When some are like that, you can look at them as a day trading opportunity. Those you want closer to $1 a share versus $5.60 a share. If you're going to do that type of thing, I don't condone it. I like it, dividend investments, but it's fun to look at these long shot opportunities once in a while. So let me know what you think. Is there an upside here that I'm not seeing? Let me know in the comments below. The next one we're going to take a look at is a aerospace play. Another interesting one. The one after that, though, is I think a slam dunk for potential long-term investment. It could turn out pretty good. But let's talk about the aerospace one to start. So, continuing with our long shot stocks that we have. Let me do that over. We have a cat fight going on here. Hey. Added a new cat to the family. Little adjustment period. All right, everything seems to be settling down. So, continuing with our long shot stocks, going to look at the aerospace. Viewer sent me an aerospace stock to look at. It was an interesting play here. So let's pull this one up. Air Industries is the stock that we're talking about. Let's just pull up some statistics here over at Yahoo. Take a look at it. You want something that's basically going to explode. Now this is about $1.54 share. Losing money. They've gotten hammered in the last 52 weeks. Debt is pretty high. $30 million versus $1 million in cash. Surprisingly, $6 million free cash flow. So that's a positive sign that the stock that the company has. So good things there. Now, looking at this company, one of the things that I found was they keep issuing more common stock to raise money to kind of cover the debt and everything there. There's an article here. This is in July. So they're going to be issuing more and more stock here. They're using this. Here it is. They want to pay for payables, redeem some of convertible notes. Basically, they're getting some working capital out of this. I don't particularly like that. It looks like they're trying to kind of stay alive, issuing out more stock. So that's gonna dilute the price of your stock there, especially if they keep doing this up. So long term, don't like them. Don't like Air Industries. Now, as a day trade, this one's a little bit more interesting than some of the other ones we're going to look at today. Price point being $1.54, you can get some pretty decent movement within a day on this stock, a couple of percentage points, and you can hit that a couple of times during the day if you trade based on the charts and you follow that. Not an advocate of penny stocks and doing that. You can see it's been on a big downward trend. If I was going to do anything with this stock, that's what I would do. Would be during the day, try and make something. Not a long term slam dunk stock that we were looking for. Keep them coming though. It's interesting to take a look at those. I would stay away from the penny stock day trading. Stick with the dividend stocks. But if I had to do something with Air Industries symbol AIRI, I would do trade by the charts for the day and hit the penny stocks. So I'm not going near it. Let me know what you think. Is this one that you would jump in on? I'm saying no. Now the next one we've got that we're going to take a look at is a very interesting one, and this could be a potential long-term make a bunch of money off of type of investment that we're looking at. Yeah, over in the chat, if let me pull that up here. Yeah, biotech would be a good one. This is another good one. I don't know if you're going to be able to get in on it. We'll see here. Let me just get to it. Let's start it up here. So the continuing with the long shot stock, this one is a beauty. I may track this as a viewer pick. I liked it so much. Nuheara IQ Buds. Nuheara is the company that we're taking a look at here. Unfortunately, many people are not going to be able to invest in this. It's a stock over in Australia. Now, I asked for these long shot stocks to go over them this week. This one truly is the long shot penny stock to get into, but this one you could probably make a lot of money with a small investment on if these take off. So I'll put a link to Nuheara.com info on that. Looking at their investor relations, they make these wireless earbuds, basically, a lot like what Apple made. Let's take a look at the review at PC Mag. PC Mag gave them 3 stars. Not the greatest thing in the world. Not outstanding, but good. Good, solid product. Which is good to see, honestly. If it was a 5-star product, the stock may not be under the radar. So, the pros, take a look at them here. Comfortable, interesting noise canceling, hearing enhancing modes. Cons, they're expensive. Similar in price to Apple's offering. Noise cancellation isn't up to par of the competitor, weak lows and mid ranges. Do everyday people, the lows and mid ranges that affect everyday people? So bottom line, good product, okay? So moving on to looking at one of their recent reports here. Some big things came out of the report. They got approval for release on the Apple's App Store. That's a big one there. They produced them. They have distribution agreements in the U.S. and different countries. So lots of good stuff there. They raised a good amount of money to keep their capital, or to working capital to keep them going. So lots of good stuff in this initial report. Getting distribution into some major markets. Very small company, and it details breakdown in some of the stock that they have, different options that they have out there, et cetera, et cetera. Now, they're losing money. Okay, startup, obviously losing some money here, but with their distribution that they have, things are looking good for them. Now, The earbuds products themselves is looking to be bigger than the smartwatch market that's out there. So people are predicting that Apple's earpods are going to sell more than smartwatches. So this, you're talking under 10 cents a share, whatever the Australian equivalent is. This, you could put in a little bit of money and get some good returns if it takes off. So if you can find the Australian Stock Exchange, get some of it there. This one symbol is NUH. This one could have a lot of upside. They have to get a very small, tiny fraction of the market away from Apple. It works with Android phones too, so it's going to be a small industry. Smartwatch, Apple's going to be making more of it than smartwatch, so industry sizes, you can kind of get a little comparison there. This could be something if they get that little share. Think about it. Even if it became $1 stock, it could have some absolutely huge upside here. Started selling through Amazon, Best Buy. Yep, absolutely. Could they be bought by Apple? I don't know. Apple does buy small companies like this, but I don't know. This is if you've got $50 to waste and the ability to buy stock over there, this is the perfect example of ones I'm talking about this week, where it's a long shot alley-oop, which who knows what that could turn into for you. And if you're into the day trading of the penny stock things, there could be some good volatility in this one coming up. They're averaging into the millions of shares traded a day. Today they're trading 17 million. So as this kind of catches on, you're going to see more volume in that. That's what you want to see if you're doing penny stock trading and stuff. You want to get high volume, big swings during the day so you can actually chart it out. But like I said, this is a $25, $50 long shot alley-oop. I think it could take off pretty good for him. So kudos for Max for sending this my way. I'm going to actually track this one as a viewer pick so we can keep an eye on it. Very curious to see what would happen with a $50 investment in this one over time. I'm not going to buy it, not a dividend stock, but we're going to track it as a viewer pick, see what happens. Let me know what you think of this product. I think that may be a nice one. So, get my mic here. Move on to another. This one I believe is an alley-oop long shot stock that I would avoid like the plague. More of a news article I've got here for this next one. We're going to talk about Snapchat is in the news once again. They are getting a downgrade, and the stock is getting pummeled once again today. It's down close to 7% or so. Let's pull up to see where the latest is. They were downgraded by a bank, Morgan Stanley, I believe, and they're now slipping below their IPO price. Let's pull them up here. Snapchat, Amazon Prime Day. Don't forget to hit up your Amazon Prime. 7.5% they're down, closer to 8%. Who knows where it's going to end up? They lose money. I don't have a lot of things good to say about the company. As you can see, where's the article? I had the article already, but then Financial Times or whatever wanted me to subscribe to show it up. So, it's Snapchat. There was Morgan Stanley. downgraded it. So not good news for them. Over on the chat, yeah, it needs to be private. Yeah, they've got all eyes are on them for whatever they report now, and they're going to get beaten up at their first quarter conference call was atrocious, and they're going to get beat up every conference call for a while. Facebook went down pretty good when it launched out. I don't foresee this as a Facebook turnaround where it's going to start jumping back up. I would avoid Snapchat. Too many competitors out there doing similar things. So, not liking Snapchat. They're getting beat up today, pretty bad. So I would say avoid them. It may settle out someday where they make a comeback like Facebook did. I don't think it'll be nearly as big. I think too many competitors in the space. Let me know what you think about Snapchat stock. And we'll move it along here. Try and wrap it up. Wrap up our stories. Yeah, Blue Apron. I'll do a whole story on them. Missed opportunity. I think is the biggest thing. I don't know. Too many people are just doing it better than they are, and it's their niche. So I don't know. Moving on. Today we made a stock purchase for the kids portfolio. We've been looking at a couple of opportunities as the stock has sunk a little bit. Ultimately, we bought up some more shares of Seagate stock. We like their stock in the hard drive space. I think it's going to continue to go up in the long-term future, even though it's been down about 10% or more since we bought it. Seagate isn't going as aggressively as Western Digital and the solid-state drives, which is maybe a bit of a misstep, but overall, I liked Seagate's more cautious approach to what they're doing to grow their company overall and not just focusing on solid-state drives, although the solid-state drives, they're getting the best prices right now. Prices are up, and that's where Western Digital is making out. So, not the best reasons in the world. I've talked about it before. Western Digital may have been the better way to go. Certainly right now it's looking that way, but as Seagate slid here, and I'll pull up their chart, I've bought in some more shares of it today. And we'll do a portfolio update on the show tomorrow to see where we're at. But yeah, Seagate, and I probably overpaid for it even today a little bit. They've been bouncing around, but you can see, I think it's about it's less than 6 months. They've had a bit of a drop off here, if I can use the right color. Mostly the drop off has been from Western Digital reporting really good stuff. Their dividend yield is high, a little bit better than Western Digital, so we got that. We're dividend hunting this month, added to our position in Seagate. We'll see where that pans out. I think long term, you can't either one, Western Digital or Seagate. Go with either one, and you're going to be fine because the amount of data that's being pushed through with cloud services and things like that is going to go up to the point where people are actually afraid that there's going to be enough storage. So we'll see how it pans out. Seagate was this month's purchase. Let me know what you think. Was it a good idea to add to our Seagate, or should we have waited? Activision is slipped a little bit. They could have been a good buy. Nintendo slipped a little bit. AT&T's been kind of sideways. They would have been a decent pickup. But in the end, this month, went with Seagate. So let's do the last story of today so we can wrap it up here. I'm going to talk about a game that's kind of floated under the radar a little bit. We like to focus or do articles on independent video game developers. Gives us some idea of where the industry is going, what engines people are using. And ultimately, if they're bought up by a bigger company, we can get a good idea for those companies of where their future is going. So our indie game that we're looking at today is Wild West Online. This one kind of slid by me under the radar. Looks pretty cool, to be honest with you. Saw some gameplay footage of it. I'll pull it up here. My concern with this one, and it's for the PC, a lot of good games out there for the PC, but my concern with this one is Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to have something similar and potentially bigger and better. I think Rockstar has big things planned for the online portion of Red Dead when it comes out, but this looks pretty cool, and this certainly could tide you over until it comes out, and who knows, it may be a little bit better. Now, this is alpha footage that I'm going to pull up.
Hi, everyone. My name is Stefan. I'm the executive.
I'm not going to listen to him. I'm just going to pull it up and scrub through it here. You customize your character. Basically, it's an open-world game where you choose what you do. If you want to go be a gold miner, you can go be a gold miner. If you want to be a gun for hire, you can be a gun for hire. You want to be a sheriff, things like that, a good guy, bad guy. You choose whatever it is that you want to be. And our audio engineer, the cat, is jumping all over my audio board, but hopefully we're still broadcasting here. But it looks pretty good, to be honest for you, for an indie MMO right out of the gate. So there's different saloons and things you can go to. More gameplay footage. You can get bounties on people, meet up with a friend online, and go hunt these people to get the bounty. And I'll show you the end here, a little bit of an action sequence as they sneak up on these people. He snipes the guy in the tent here. There we go. Show a little bit of this here.
Right here. And I'm going to shoot him through his tent, and he is going to be a sad camper. When the time is right, we are going to say bye-bye. Now I'm going to sneak around here.
They get no fire.
Oh, Mike took down Davenport. Oh, crap!
Shit.
Our guy saving it just shot Mike, so now it's just me. Bastard. Son of a bitch. There you are. Alright, got him. Alright, so I... video. Please go to our...
So, alpha footage looking pretty good for a Western MMO that we got out there. And I'm going to keep an eye on this game. Like I said, we like to keep an eye out for indie games, indie developers. This one is definitely worth a look. Pre-alpha footage is looking good. I'm afraid Red Dead is going to be going to run them over. It's going to overshadow them, but time will tell. We'll see when this one comes out. Let me know if you're excited to see a Western MMO out there. Looks pretty good. We're going to start following them for sure. But that's it for today's show. I'm going to wrap it up. Get on out of here. Keep the long shot investment ideas coming my way. I'm going to feature them all this week. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the show. Leave us some feedback. We appreciate everyone's feedback as we try and grow the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already so you get the latest investing news for gamers. And thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow live, 1:30 Eastern, 12:30 Central. You can contact the show. The info is on the screen behind me. Thanks for watching.